This is the Dallas Morning News.
Eat, Drink, DFW from the Dallas Morning News is made possible by Central Market.
Hello, and welcome to Eat, Drink, DFW, the podcast from the Dallas Morning News food team. Each week, we take a look at food and drink trends in North Texas, talk about restaurants in Dallas-Fort Worth, learn some new recipes, and sometimes even get tips from you, our listeners. I'm Anna Butler, the Dallas Morning News' food editor. We are here to help get you back to school or just back on track when it comes to spicing up lunch. We're also excited to welcome back one of our food writers who has been on parental leave for months. She's got some great ideas to share as well. It's all coming up right after this.
Central Market is really into food. Like when we say cheese, it's in 12 languages into food. Butchers, bakers, and sushi roll makers into food. We're talking so obsessive about quality you can shop blindfolded into food. Central Market is really into food. If you are too, then let us turn your shopping list into a treasure map. Get inspired, get adventurous, or just get a chef-made dinner when you've got more taste buds than time. No place makes every meal more amazing like Central Market. Really into food. Shop now at centralmarket.com.
For the latest food and restaurant news in Dallas-Fort Worth, visit dallasnews.com/food. Also, we'd love to hear from you, so email us at eatdrink@dallasnews.com. We are back after a brief summer hiatus, and I'm so pleased to share that today I am joined by food writer Sarah Blaskovich and Claire Baller, who has been out on parental leave. Yay, Claire! But don't cheer too much because Imelda is out sick today. She'll be back.
You win some, you lose some.
Claire, we're so glad you're back. How are you?
I'm great. I'm very glad to be back. I feel like I'm still getting my sea legs, but really happy to be here.
We're so glad you're back. New mom of two.
Yeah. This episode is very timely for me because I am very much figuring out how to feed myself now.
Yeah.
So this feels incredibly well-timed for me.
Well, and as we go back to school, it is important to remember that sure, those of us with kids have to feed our kids, but Claire puts a pin in it. We have to feed ourselves. That's sometimes harder.
And also just making sure that what we're eating is actually good.
Yeah.
And gives us what we need to get through the day.
Yeah, fueling our bodies and our brains. Well, I want to first say that packing lunches for kids is one of my least favorite things I do as a mom. So anybody listening, if you're like, man, I haven't figured out how to pack lunches, this food writer also has not figured that out really. And I've been packing lunches for my kids since they were 3 months old. So almost a decade. My kids have never gone to a daycare or a preschool where lunch was involved. We had to send food with them. And for a decade, I've been packing lunches that sometimes the children eat. I'll start with my 2 tips. First is leftovers. Kids of any age can eat the food that the adults ate yesterday. And I feel strongly about this because if we're cooking food for ourselves and our families, it is good enough for them the next day. And a friend of mine had to give me permission to give my kids leftovers in their lunch. And in fact, it works magically. My second tip is to buy healthy prepared snacks that take no time and no cooking. You know, let's say there's a little rubric here where every kid gets something protein based and every kid gets a fruit or a vegetable. My kids won't eat both these days. I don't know why, so I usually pick one, right? But then there's a bag of goldfish or there's a bag of Cheez-Its or veggie straws. And that's just one more thing to fill them up that I didn't have to do anything but walk to the pantry, grab the bag out and stick it in the lunchbox. And parents, if you're listening, you have my permission to do that.
Okay, what do you do for an actual lunchbox? Are you a bento box person?
Oh my gosh. My older daughter last year in the middle of the school year informed me that she needed a new lunchbox to match what the other kids had. And it was this bento box with the different sized holes in it. This does not work for my brain, but we did buy it and we do fill it. And the things aren't always the right shape or size for the holes. And that drives me crazy. So I think for some parents, it's like, obviously this is where the sandwich goes. You know, this is where the apple slices go. For me, it feels incredibly restricting. So Anna, to answer your question, I will continue to fill the bento box this school year and I will continue to not like it.
I have to level with y'all. I have had the exact same lunchbox since I was 6 years old.
What?
Wait.
It is from the Container Store.
Not from like Lisa Frank.
It is not from Lisa Frank. It is when the Container Store logo was a black square that said the Container Store completely written out in white font. And it has a monogram on it from Monogram Lady in Austin, Texas, which has since closed, in red with yellow flowers.
Anna, is this like sitting at your desk right now?
It's in my car right now.
Whoa.
And it's literally the same one that you've had since you were 6
It
years
is
old.
30 years old. I got it going into the first grade.
Wow. What a cost savings for your mom.
And myself as an adult.
We buy a new lunchbox every year. I'm doing it wrong, Claire.
Yeah, this is amazing. Okay, first of all, I need to see this lunchbox. You have to bring it in. And you also, I feel like, need to share a picture of this.
I'm happy to do it. I do think I might replace it soon.
What?
No. For the first time in 3 decades. I do think maybe technology has come a longer way and my lunch might be able to stay colder longer.
Actually, that is a good point. Do they expire? Like, does the stuff inside of a cooler like that?
My guess is it's
this?
like a Twinkie.
I'm with Claire. I'm mind blown. This was such a fun tidbit, Anna. We do need to see a picture of this. And in fact, listeners, I promise we will post it somewhere on social media. Also, it feels like, Anna, if you ever were to get married, the first wedding present you need is just a different lunchbox with a different monogram.
Full of diamonds.
Yes, I love it. My kind of lunchbox, girls.
But does anyone else still have their lunchbox from their childhood? We'd love to hear from you. You can email us at eatdrinkdallasnews.com.
I can't wait for the emails to roll in.
I think it's time to move on. Claire, what are your lunch hacks?
I don't even know how to follow that. But the thing that helps me feel like I have my life together is I do meal prep when I can. And I had to really reframe how I think about meal prepping also, because it started becoming so daunting to me. Coming up with a meal that was going to be easy to prep and that would taste good all week and that I wouldn't get sick of.
Yeah.
And it felt like that list was really narrow and something that would reheat well and also not smell when you reheat it. You know, it was there's too many boxes that have to be checked here. And so what I have started doing is think about it like a capsule wardrobe, right? So this is the concept where you have 3 shirts, 3 pants, 3 skirts, whatever, these things that can all be combined to create different outfits. So what I do is I prep things that stand alone on their own, but then can be mixed and matched together to create different meals. So I'm not getting sick of eating the same thing. So I will get a bunch of chicken breasts or a protein and cook those in a way that they could go on a salad. They could go in a grain bowl. They could go in a wrap, and then create other elements around that can all kind of be paired together in different forms.
One thing I would like to say is, men, if you're hey, I don't understand what a capsule wardrobe is, you already dress this way. Men, you already have this where everything you own is basically interchangeable for all outfits.
Correct.
Okay, so I'm not a meal prepper, and I have a question for both of you because I know you both do this. Do you actually finish the last meal, or do you get however many days in and you're no thanks?
When I meal prep, Sarah, I only do 3 or 4 days so I can build in that wiggle room for spontaneity, or I'm just not feeling it. Or maybe there is a surprise lunch at work and I forgot that we were supposed to have pizza that day. So I don't actually make 5 days worth, let alone 7 days worth. But the 3 or 4, it's enough of a building block for me throughout the week to have that kind of stability to make sure I'm actually eating. Because my problem is I actually just won't eat unless it's there.
Yeah, same.
And there's nothing worse than getting to day 5 and opening the fridge and being you again. No. That's what happened to me with meal prepping is I would just get by day 2. I was I can't do this anymore. I'm over it. And it was wasteful.
Yeah.
You know? And so I think that's a good tip is to account for the unexpected and also for you to possibly get burned out.
Yeah. And I will say I do actually make the exact same thing for those 3 or 4 days, which is different than what Claire's suggesting, because it's easier for me if I can just knock it all out in one fell swoop. The actual active time for my meal prep is probably less than 30 minutes and all in with cooling included, maybe an hour and a half.
And Anna, tell us specifically what you are making last week, this week, next week.
I am usually trying to frame it around 1 protein. I'm usually doing chicken breast or chicken thigh. Sometimes I will do burger patties. It just makes it easier. And I bake it. Whatever it is, I'm going to bake it. Then I do some sort of frozen vegetable, which I do not cook before I put it in. So they thaw in your lunchbox. When you reheat your food, it heats it up for the first time. And that way you don't get overcooked, sloppy, gross, slimy vegetables.
Give us an example of the vegetable.
roasted red peppers. You can buy frozen ones at a variety of grocery stores. There's a massive one I never want to see again called the fajita melange from Costco. And it's not that it wasn't delicious. I just didn't want to eat it for 2 months.
Yeah, but you had to.
But you had to. And I'm not a wasteful person. But I was like, you know what I don't want to make eye contact with? This rajas anymore. But other ones like frozen broccoli, if you get anything that's been pre-cooked before it was frozen to any extent, I just wouldn't reheat it. You're basically steaming food at this point. You're already losing all the texture because you're using a microwave. It sounds depressing, but this is the best way I know to do it.
How do you handle seasoning with that approach?
I will put seasoning on it, and I also typically pack a sauce to go with it. So anytime I'm somewhere picking up food for dinner or ordering in on the weekend, or even just taking something to go from a restaurant, I'll get an extra sauce. And so I'll be like, oh, look, I already have like velvet taco hot sauce. Oh, look, I already have barbecue sauce. And someone else did that work for me. And so I'll like mix and match sauces. I always do rice. I do the 90-second microwave rice because cooking rice is hard.
Especially when we're talking about eating in the middle of your workday. You're busy, your brain is on something else.
And I maybe need 2 cups at most. So like cooking rice is actually like kind of a pain. You might as well just pop it in the microwave. As someone who this weekend made a seafood risotto from scratch, front to end, made my own lobster stock to go with it, I'm fine cooking the long way. But for like these lunches, it's become a thing where it's like, I know I need to fuel my body. This is probably not the best thing I'm going to eat today, but I need to have it there or else I'm going to either eat something that like health-wise probably doesn't align with what I'm trying to do right now, or I just don't want to spend the money.
We do need to go back to your fridge full of sauces. I am picturing that you open Anna's fridge and there are the perfect Tupperware glass or plastic containers. And on the top shelf in my imaginary world here, there's like 550 different little cuppy dishy things from Taco Deli and from all these different places. And we could go shopping at Anna's house for the best sauces in the entire city of Dallas.
On top of that, I still have all of
She
the
didn't say no.
I have all the barbecue sauce from our taste test. So I still have all of that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
To the little cuppy things, Chick-fil-A sauces, that's actually in that special butter compartment on my door.
I know it.
It's
Yep.
just filled just solely with Chick-fil-A sauces of all kinds. Every
Your butter
flavor.
penthouse is dedicated to Chick-fil-A sauce.
Well, that's because I have an entire row for butter on the door. It's different kinds of butters and the amount of butter I buy.
Anna, I'm coming over today.
Well, I feel like I have to explain it because I'm a person who like loves to cook. I love food. I love cooking the long way, but I settled, and sometimes people say settling's good.
Okay, so how do you guys go about breakfast? Because I find that it's just as hard, sometimes if not harder for me than lunches.
I can relate to this deeply, Claire, because also sometimes I'm like, oh, I need to feed the children before they head out. You know, they have a math test today or something. What we do in our house, which is quick and easy, is cheesy scrambled eggs. So that's my go-to is you scramble up a couple of eggs, you put water in it with your salt, pepper, garlic, not milk, water. It makes it extra fluffy. And it takes just a few minutes to scramble those in a pan. Near the end, we put in thick shredded cheddar cheese. It has to be the thick shred because you get that like beautiful bite of cheese in it. And my kids just love that. And to me, that's eggs protein, cheese protein, you know, just a little bit of seasoning. And it takes less than 5 minutes from beginning to end. The other thing we started doing in our house when we have a little bit more time is putting bacon in the oven instead of cooking bacon on the stovetop. And everybody who's cooked bacon in the oven is like, obviously it's the only way to go. But anybody who hadn't done it much like me, we learned the hard way. Over the summer, my 9-year-old had her first sleepover birthday party. So we had 10 little girls sleeping over at our house. And my husband and I were really excited to cook them breakfast. But I don't know if you've ever fed 10 children sitting at your dining room table, but it's like a little bit intimidating because all of a sudden all these cute little kids want food right now. And we told them there was going to be eggs, bacon, and pancakes. And my husband was on the pancakes. I was on the eggs. And it was like, who's going to do the bacon? We didn't hire enough chefs. So we put the bacon in the oven, chopped it in half. So every kid got half a piece or several half pieces. And it came out perfectly without us having to do anything. Then the other hack with the kids for something special is we bought regular milk, chocolate milk, and orange juice. And they got to like pick their breakfast beverage and pour it themselves. And they just thought that they'd come to IHOP. And that made me feel really good.
Just sounds like a mimosa bar, but for kids.
After we safely sent all the children home, I'm pretty sure we did have a breakfast beverage.
I really hate cleaning up after scrambled eggs.
Yeah.
And I love scrambled eggs though. So It's one that I think I have a harder time motivating myself to do it because I don't have kids. So it's just for me. So then I'm like, am I worth cleaning this up? No. My therapist and I can talk about that another time. But like, I have found those drinkable high protein yogurts to be the thing that I'm like, at least just like slam it and get out the door because you're getting a lot of protein from that. But I found one I actually love that isn't too sweet. They sell it at Central Market. I know that, called Pillars. And that is like a Greek yogurt. It's only like natural flavors and it's really good. And it's like 20 grams of protein. They're less than $3 a pop. But you know, if I'm feeling like a high roller, I'll buy egg bites at Starbucks every day. And then I go and do the math. And
Those are so good though. Can I say they're
so good.
Bacon and Gruyere are so good, but the other ones are good too.
The egg white and roasted red pepper one's delicious too. And I've tried the Sam's Club and the Costco ones, and those are fine. It's just not the same to me as someone else just doing it for me. Like, you know?
Totally agree. They're too expensive, but they're high protein. They're easy, but I don't want to make those at home.
Okay, so Claire, what are you doing for breakfast? Are you eating breakfast?
I'm going to be honest. These days, I'm usually just having a protein shake and not even like with the blender.
Yeah.
We're talking hand frother protein shake.
That works.
So like ready in 10 seconds. But the thing that is hard, Sarah, I'm sure you experience this too in this job, is sometimes you rush out of the house thinking your day is going to go one way and then it goes a different way food wise. Like today I made my big protein shake for myself and drank it all. I was like, this is my food for the day. And then was working on a story where I ate 2 breakfast sandwiches.
Was the story about breakfast sandwiches?
It was.
Oh,
yes.
okay. All right. So you had a huge breakfast.
I had too much breakfast. Some
There's
days it's
now
none.
a food baby in addition to a new baby. Just kidding.
Can you tell us all about these breakfast sandwiches? Are they worth our readers going to get?
They very much are. I was happy to eat them because they were fantastic. So these are 2 breakfast sandwiches at Good Friend Package, which I know you guys and probably a lot of our listeners are familiar with. I was there to write about one of their breakfast sandwiches, the snake bite, which is phenomenal. It is on a Starship jalapeno cheddar bagel, and it is a smashed breakfast sausage with a broken egg, bacon, roasted poblano cream cheese,
Yum.
raspberry jam. What am I forgetting? And American cheese.
That's so many things.
So many things. So good.
I've had a drink in Europe called the snake bite, which was
I was thinking of this too.
okay. I believe it was a long time
It's
ago.
apple juice and beer.
I want to say mine was either cider or cheap sparkling wine with Chambord on it, which is that raspberry flavored liqueur.
Yes.
I've had.
Is that what makes the snake bite?
No.
Is it the raspberry?
No. So I asked this. And it actually, the name comes from Good Friend's very unofficial theme song, which is the song Snake Farm by Ray Wiley Hubbard.
Okay.
That's a hell of a song.
I couldn't even tell you what it sounds like off the top of my head.
I could.
But apparently it's the back of house, very unofficial theme song. This sandwich needed a name. Somehow that song led to Snake Bite. Anyway, it's a phenomenal breakfast sandwich.
Sounds very surprising, the sandwich too, with that
It is.
raspberry jam and the poblano cream cheese and all the other business in the middle. I would eat that right this second.
It's so good. And the thing that makes me sad is people come to order it and ask for no jam or no this, no that.
Stop messing with it.
No, you got to try it as is, unless you have an allergy or something.
Unless you have an allergy to fun. Just kidding.
Do the build your own. Like, that's my thing. And I'm
Right.
like, if you're going to be the chef here, just like do it.
But like this
Yeah.
is a breakfast sandwich that was created by a guy, Pat, he's the assistant GM there, who like stays up late dreaming up breakfast sandwiches and like
No.
doing R&D to come up with the perfect thing, right? Like try it the way he intended, you know?
Yep.
Then they're like, you got to try our new one. It's the Canadian tuxedo.
And you're like, but I did have a protein shake.
I'm like, guys, I already had my 10-second 40 grams of protein shake. Anyway, so they bring out the sandwich that is a plain bagel that is toasted in cinnamon sugar butter that has a blueberry compote, a broken egg, bacon, maple syrup, cream cheese, and probably something else I'm forgetting.
Claire had her eyes closed while she found all those ingredients.
I had to
in
see
her
it
brain.
in my head. And it was, of course, very good.
Yeah.
And I walked out of there like, I got to go lay down.
But here's my problem with all of this, Claire. It's not that you're doing this on a work day. I'm just kidding. Why did you not get a biscuit while you were there? Their biscuits are so good.
I know.
They're
So
beer biscuits.
This
They're
is another interesting
amazing.
thing. And I asked about this These new specials on their menu are hinged around Starship bagels.
Great.
That's a bold move for a place that is known for their biscuits that they make in-house. And Matt Tobin, the owner, he was like, when you find a great thing and someone like Oren at Starship Bagel wants to partner with you, you say yes, even if it means selling less biscuits.
May I also add, everybody's going to hold this against me. I don't really like a biscuit. I know. Julie just gasped.
Yeah.
She is from North Carolina.
It's a yeast roll or it's absolutely a bagel. What is the deal with biscuits?
I just feel like you haven't had a good one, if that's your feeling.
I cover it with all the gravy, and maybe I'll eat the gravy with a spoon mostly.
I was just going to say, you obviously haven't had proper biscuits with sausage gravy because you can't put that stuff on a yeast roll.
Ugh.
Wait, hold on. Okay, I was not going to put gravy on a yeast roll.
She actually
That was a
already
step
does
too
it.
far.
I know she does.
No, I don't. I just want my gravy by itself, or on
Soup?
on mashed
I want
potatoes.
flour stew. That's so gross.
Oh man!
Except I love gravy that way too.
With a spoon?
Yeah, if like
I mean, gravy's good, but
It is good.
I don't. The biscuits are just simply a vehicle, but we know I have weird bread feelings anyway. Like this,
do.
the best part of the sandwich is on the
it's
inside.
mutual. I'm just kidding.
So I feel like we've solved breakfast. You either have a protein shake at home or you just go to Good Friend. Is that it?
And eat 2 sandwiches.
Yeah.
But what are we missing, guys? People need to reach out to us and tell us what they like to eat for breakfast or what they're meal prepping right now or what they like to make for their kids. We want to hear about all of it. So email us at eatdrink@dallasnews.com. And that is all the time that we have for today. Special thanks to our producer, Julie Fisk. For the news, I'm Anna Butler. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Eat, Drink, DFW from the Dallas Morning News is made possible by Central Market.